Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Cross watchers are always welcome. Alright, hope this reading finds you happy and healthy and enjoying your journey to becoming more and more yourself. Alright, in the past we've got the Page of Wands. Feels like you're following your desires, following your excitement. Feels like this is a great strategy for creating the world you prefer to be in, following your excitement. I get it's even like not even knowing where it's that it has to lead to something else. It feels like a recognition that following your joy leads you to a lot more joy, a lot more fun, a lot more being who you prefer to be, and being in the environment you prefer to be in. It looks like at this time that I'm tuned into in the past, where you're starting to follow your passions, follow your desires. It looks like there's someone who's not as happy for you to be happy. I get the feeling that you, following your desires, following what lights you up, what you're interested in, there's someone in your environment in the past who doesn't like this sense of freedom that you have given yourself to go after what you desire, to follow what you want. Feels like this this person feels like a wet rag to anything that you desire, anything you want. This person, they just, the Moon card, Ten of Swords in reverse. This person is in resentment, hiding. They don't want you to have what you want. There's something about this person feels like you should give everything to them. You should have no desires other than them. I don't feel like they're saying that, but they're acting on those beliefs that they have. They're just, wow, Ace of Cups in reverse. This is not love. It feels like this person is saying this is love, that you're selfish for going after what you want, that this person's constantly nagging you, never supporting. This is the opposite. This is someone who blocks, is constantly creating doubt in you. They don't want you to have success for yourself. This person's very self-centered. And if you don't center them, you centering what you want and going after what you want does not vibe with this person. This person has a very selfish view of what love is, that you need to, and it doesn't go both ways. This person wants to be the center of your existence and treat you terribly, and you enjoy it, and you be happy, and you love them. They can't share. They don't want you to have any other feel like I'm saying the same thing. They don't want you to go after your desires. They don't want you to have any other interests other than them. Why would you have anything other? What could be more special than them? They're not saying this, but they are behaving in ways that's their belief system. And it's in with the moon, it's in their subconscious. They're acting on these subconscious thoughts. That's what they're not saying it the way I'm saying it. But that's what their belief system is. And they make it impossible for you to go after what you desire. 11:11 on the clock. All right, anything else we need to know about the past? This could be a marriage. Ooh. This could be with the Hierophant. This could be who you married, a marriage contract. I think you thought that this was going to lead you to your happily ever after, this person. But this person wants to control their partner. They want them all to themselves. They don't want a healthy partner. They want a toxic partner. They want all that energy and that spirit and that excitement about things that you want to create focused on them. Or for you to be happy about what they like. This person has a rigid mindset, perspective. And they feel immature and demanding and coercive and manipulative. They're not telling you that this is the type of relationship. They didn't say, hey, as they're getting to know you, the kind of relationship that I want, because I'm wildly insecure and immature and I don't ever plan on changing. What I'm interested in is a relationship where you center me. I am not going to center you. Totally not going to center you in this relationship. But I expect you to center me and see me through a lens of I could do no wrong. And I want you to perceive this as an amazing relationship where you're very happy, even though I'm not creating an environment conducive of that outcome, that being the outcome. I want you to focus completely on me. And I'm going to be horrible. I'm going to be a horrible person. But I think you need to focus and center on me and love me unconditionally. So that's kind of the mindset that's hidden. But it feels like this person is saying what you want to hear to get you in a relationship or a marriage. And it's a bait and switch kind of situation here. So, all right, moving on, Virgo, to current energy. We've got the 9 of Swords in reverse. Getting out of a nightmare, getting out of a comfort zone, no longer allowing your fears to dictate, getting out of a very stuck time. It looks like with Queen of Swords showing up, you're being very discerning. Wow, this is take charge. All right, clarity. I have clarity. I have enough clarity to get myself out of this stuck situation, out of a comfort zone. What does Virgo need to know? What would be helpful? Wow, nice. It looks like your Wheel of Fortune is up. You're letting your guard down. Coming out of a wounded warrior type of energy into a very upright, lucky period of time. Yeah, both messages here are about getting out of a stuck space, getting out of a wounded space, an exhausted space, getting out of feeling blocked, to finding your way out, using the luck, Wheel of Fortune energy, and your discernment. What else does Virgo need to know? What would be the most important messages? Feels like you're leaving an unhappy, maybe you're leaving this past connection or have left. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. Okay. A lot going on. There's some couple, Queen and King of Pentacles, both in reverse. Eight of Wands reverse, Four of Wands reverse. It feels like there's a couple, very toxic. They're concerned with appearances, with how things look. They're both wildly insecure. They're honestly, they're a good match. They're both really stuck. So this feels separate from your energy. This feels like at least one of the people could be this person from the past. They're so stuck. Nothing's moving. Nothing's happening. Let's get a brand new deck. See what's going on. So it looks like you are coming out of maybe a more slow period, stuck period, and using your discernment to start moving in the direction you prefer. You're also showing up as the Queen of Wands in this current energy, looking very charismatic, owning your shadows, learning as you go. She is definitely learns as she goes, figures things out, isn't afraid to make moves, fail, learn. And there's something, it's so interesting. It feels like something is about to really happen for you. There's a timing issue that's happening, that's coming in for Virgo. It's if you're taking action, if you're utilizing your discernment, then it feels like if you're using these energies to your benefit, there's something coming in, something that's, it's an expansion. That's okay. It feels like your life you're expanding. What can I say? It feels like you are becoming a more expanded version of yourself. It feels like if this is your reading, it would be a calling. Like you can feel it. You can't describe a calling to others, and get them to perceive the same excitement and interest. Calling is individual. It's for you. It does feel like you're moving towards something, towards an expanded way of being. This is a lot of feminine energy that you're utilizing. So it's like you're birthing a new version of you, new versions of you. Moon. It feels like you are becoming a version of yourself that's much more expanded, has a lot more gears that you can operate in. Queen of Swords, discernment, being wise. Queen of Wands, going after what you desire, learning as you go, learning as you grow. In the past, you were showing up as the Page of Wands, and there's a maturity level that you've made. Feels like you're still going after your desires like you were in the past, but now you're going at it from a more mature standpoint. Same type of childlike following your desire, but it feels like you're playing on a bigger field, if that makes sense. And then there's this energy here of, it feels like a toxic couple. Very out of balance. Nothing's going right. Very unhappy. What's interesting is how these cards are showing up. It feels like there's this distraction energy. You're making some big moves, and there's some big expansion here. Feels like you're becoming a fuller version of yourself. And there's all this distraction energy. It feels like people who are really out of alignment. Things are not going well. Who are these people? Oh, wow. I wondered why. The way these cards are coming out, the way the messages are, it feels like it's a distraction, but what I'm seeing is it's happening for you. It's a part of. It feels like there are these energies, people, in the form of people, coming in that are very out of alignment, showing up in your 3D. Very unhappy. Things are not going well at all. There's a lot of negative emotions. A lot of anger, a lot of frustration, a lot of rejection, a lot of fear and control, a lot of rage, a lot of Mars energy, Mars in retrograde. And it looks like there are people showing up in your 3D very out of balance. And this is happening for you, believe it or not. It feels like it's happening for all of us to figure out different ways to relate to our frustration, our rage, our anger, our fight, find the division within. It's coming up in the 3D for you. Oh, hi. Hi, boo-boo. Hello, boo-boo. You want to come back over? You want to say, yeah, come say hi. She's thinking about it. All right. This feels like if you are having people losing their crap, just like very reactive energy, like from nothing to making so much out of little, out of just, this feels like a lot of out of balanced energy. And it feels like the message, what I'm getting with Empress and Strength card, is that this is happening for you. So you find your strength, your courage, your confidence. There's something about not joining this energy, finding a new way of relating to others who show up in a fighting way. This feels important for your growth going forward as you're expanding. A lot of feminine energy here. creation energy, a lot of expansion, a lot of change. And so it feels like these people coming in very out of balance is so you can not join them in their out of balance. How can I deal? How do I deal with someone reactive showing up in a loud way in your face? How do you deal with that in a mature way, in a confident way, not giving your power away to the people showing up, not needing to dominate or win, but what's happening? What's a more healthy way of dealing with this? So, wow, sounds like a lot of mature decisions in a very tumultuous, oh God, a very activated time. I'm just seeing a lot of really choppy water, like those videos you see of like the Arctic seas. And figuring out, who am I? Who am I? It's not about the people who are showing up in this reactive way, out of balance way. They're teachers showing up so you can decide who you want to be going forward. Beautiful. All right, Virgo, in what's hidden, we've got the Three of Wands in reverse. That's the second time this has shown up, the Three of Wands in reverse in this reading. I'm getting that there's some timing. The wait is over type of element. Okay, the wait is over. Okay, so wow, Three of Swords reversed, Three of Pentacles reversed, Four of Cups reversed, King of Swords reversed. This feels like this past energy. In the past, someone who's very controlling, telling you that this is what love is, but there's no love in this. They just want you to center them, but they're not going to center you. Okay, why is this person showing up in what's hidden? It feels like in the past, there's something about centering someone else in you are creating your reality. And so when you decenter yourself and create for someone else, and that's what's happening in the past. This person is demanding that you center them in your experience, how they perceive things, what they want. You should want what they want. You should use your creative powers to center what they want and not what you want. So you're giving your power away. You're dealing with some unconscious belief systems that's what your role is. Now it looks like you are taking responsibility. You are the creator of your reality. You're taking your power and not allowing others to dictate how you show up. In what's hidden, it feels like there's it feels like these energies coming in, disruptive energies, they're unable to stop you from going after what you want. You're not... There's something about also these people showing up in this disruptive energy. They kind of feel like they're wanting you to center their reality, their perspective. They're demanding, it's like it's a seniority practice. Feels like these people showing up are demanding that you see and act. You see them from their perspective. You see things the situation, everything from their perspective. They almost are incapable of seeing things from another person's perspective. This definitely feels like this could be different people than the past, but operating in a very similar way. But it feels like now in this current energy, you're like, yeah, I'm not seeing things the way you're seeing them. No matter how loud you get and how much you demand, I have my own perspective. Period. And it's not like you're joining them or trying to convince them of your perspective. You're just recognizing this person, these people lack the ability to perceive outside of their reality. Their reality feels very fragile at the moment, and they're trying to control the things in their reality, and they're trying to control you. And it doesn't feel like you're cooperating. So it feels like you've healed your heart, and you recognize you don't have to work with everybody, and you definitely don't have to deal with people who are being cruel and mean, or try to convince them, or try to get them to see your point of view. I think there's a maturity here, recognizing this person can't perceive me. I'm not going to waste my time. There's a lot of shifts from the past to this current energy, which is very powerful and empowering. It looks like by you not engaging with, not staying in environments where you can't be perceived and you're not cared for, that by clearing the people out, instead of trying to convince people, try to get people to care about you, try to get people to see you, you're recognizing that's a waste of my time. They never intended to see my perspective. They just either can't. It doesn't really matter if they can't or they're not willing. But it looks like when you clear people out of your energy, that instead of trying to get them on board with you, then and become yourself, become your expanded version, then you start attracting people who can perceive you, who do care about you. You don't have to put in all the work and effort trying to beg people to see you, to perceive you. There's a message here. If someone's operating in a way that's not for you, detach, unmatch. Don't work with them. Pull your energy away. You don't need to keep your focus and say, this is bad, this person's bad. Just be like, whoa, we're not a good fit. I'm going to go the other way. And it looks like that way of operating allows people who do care about you, people who can perceive you into your reality. Oh, wow. All right, Virgo. In the advice and outcome, we've got the Tower. Kabam. Tower is when a false reality collapses. Kind of what you thought was the reality, or whoever built the tower created a false reality. That's what I've been talking about here. Perception, reality. The relationship in the past, they want their reality, and they brought you in so you can help stock up their reality. Agree to their reality, create for their reality, for them, and not get whatever they said back to you. In this current reality, I think you are grounded. You're ready for expansion. You're utilizing the energies to really get what you want out of this world. And people are showing up that are very out of whack, in their own, stuck in their own reality and unable to perceive others. And they're very fiery, angry, rage, unhinged. And it looks like you deal with these people very differently, in a mature way that shows that you have inner strength and confidence. You're not joining in. You're not trying to convince them. There's just a recognition that these people are having a very specific, real, valid experience, but it is not the same experience that you are having. And they're unable to see anything outside of their own experience. And I don't want to invalidate their experience, because their experience is true to them. They are really experiencing this out of balanceness. The difference is how you are responding to it. All right, so in the outcome, there's a sudden shift of reality. A false reality is collapsing, has collapsed. Yeah, you no longer sacrificed yourself for other people's reality. You have so many options and perspectives and ways you can see things, but you're no longer just accepting everybody else's reality and how they're seeing things. Wow. Holy cow. So we've got Empress in this main energy. We've got the Emperor coming up in the outcome. This feels like leadership, powerful building after great loss. It feels like I'm tuned into this past energy, where you might have lost your spark creating for other people, someone else. You're taking what you've gone through in the past and you're using it to your advantage. So there's no woe is me that I'm tuning into. There's how can I use what I've gone through to create what I prefer? That feels like a really great question that maybe you've been asking. And you've got the High Priestess and Page of Cups. It feels like you're very intuitive. You're guided. This does feel like a calling. I think I said that earlier. I don't feel like this tower is yours. I feel like there are and have been people around you who have demanded that you become a support character in their life experience, and that you somehow don't deserve main character energy. And it feels like you've made a decision that you are main character, that you're going after what you desire, and you're stopping trying to convince people of who you are, and you're just showing people who you are by how you show up, the actions that you're taking, what you're creating, the expansion that you're taking, the leadership skills, using your intuition. Yeah, it doesn't feel, it's very interesting, the energies. It feels like there's a lot of resistance showing up, maybe even within you, to this expansion. This feels so heart-centered. It feels like that's part also the advice. Stay heart-centered. You don't have to like the people who show up, but you don't have to, but I feel like you want to like yourself, love yourself at the end of the day. There's a lot of this reckless energy and resistance, and people showing up very unhinged in your environment, and you staying focused. I'm dealing, but I'm not going to give all my energy to this person. I'm not going to try to convince them. I'm not going to try to change their mind. I want to learn from this experience. I don't want to match this unhinged energy either. So it feels like this is really testing your ability to sit with emotions, to sit with your emotions, to not join others and become a version of yourself, not to become rage, but to be like, ooh, I'm feeling rage and I'm feeling a lot of intense emotions. What's my best course of action though? So there's something here about not being reactive, but being responsive while continuing to go for whatever it is that you are creating for yourself, Virgo. So amazing. I hope that helps. Take care.